Yak 3 up ahead. Alright, now that's a terrible idea. You should never go head on with anything in the zero, but I was feeling kind of ballsy right now. My BF-109 got the SB2C. Yeah, the Spitfire is very slow right now. I think I have to go for him. He's getting tagged up by my... Ooh, actually, I'm gonna go for this P-47. There we go. Easy kill. And then now I can go for the Spitfire. Just look at that turn though. You cannot do that turn in any other aircraft. And there we go, just like that, 2 kills in probably about 10 seconds. You just can't do that in any other plane. The Japanese A6M20, easily the most popular and well-known plane in Japanese aviation history. In War Thunder, I believe the A6M20 is probably the easiest plane to learn how to fly. Now the reason why I say this is because the plane is very one-dimensional. It really only does one thing, but that one thing that it does it absolutely better than anything else in War Thunder. And of course, if you know anything about the Zero, you know that it's that incredible maneuverability. It's incredibly lightweight. The armament is alright for 3.7, you know, 220 mils and 7.7s. They're kind of slow fire rate, but I mean, that's not why you play the Zero. You don't play it for the fire rate. You don't play it for its incredible speed. You don't play it for its incredible armor. You play it for that second to none maneuverability. So it's because of this incredible maneuverability that I think the Zero is the easiest plane to play, because since you can outturn everything, you don't need to necessarily worry and like having like memorize or kind of know, like if you're flying in, let's say I'm flying in a P-51, there's some planes I can outturn, there's some planes I can't outturn. You kind of have to have that knowledge. But when you're in a Zero, if you engage in anything in a long strung out dogfight, you're probably gonna win. You know, of course, if they come in with a higher energy state, you know, that's a different matter. But if you're even energy state, same altitude, same speed, like a Zero route turn anything, even the Spitfire, all day every day. Now with all of that being said, I think it's time to play some games with it and kind of showcase what I'm talking about just how easy it is to fly the Zero and just how dominant it can be when you have those opportunities to go one-on-one with enemy aircraft. So yeah, let's get into some games. Alright guys, here we are in our first game. Looks like we joined this match a little bit late. We should be alright though. We're on the Battle for Bastogne. I guess the G is silent. I'm not sure. I'm American. I can't really pronounce words of non-English origin, which I don't think that is of English origin. So there you go. I'm not going to pretend like I have an incredibly deep understanding of the Zero and its history, but I do have some understanding. From what I know, the Zero was kind of made to meet some pretty demanding requirements in regards to range and top speed, which is kind of why it's so brittle and so easy to destroy. They made it out of a weak experimental aluminum alloy, and that alloy, although it was very lightweight, it was very brittle. And on top of that, in order to meet these requirements, the Zero had to forgo having self-sealing fuel tanks, which is why you freaking sneeze on the Zero and it catches on fire. But among all else, it did make it very maneuverable. But yeah, that's kind of where my understanding of the Zero kind of ends. I know it was really dominant like the first half of the Pacific War, and then it kind of got kicked in when the US started fielding Corsairs and Hellcats and all that. But I believe that was more down to pilot experience rather than anything inherently wrong with the Zero. And that's coming from an American. I think it was because of Japan kind of continued to field pilots until they kind of died, you know, while the US, after their pilots went through their tours, they kind of became teachers for up and coming pilots, while Japan kind of flew their pilots until they died. Alright, no shortage of targets down below. B-25, a lot of American planes, and that J-26 I believe is a Swedish Mustang. So I have two choices. I can go forward with that P-51, or I can dive down and get in a furball. I don't think a furball is a smart idea right now when we only have one plane down there. So I will keep flying to this Mustang. Actually, I think I'm gonna go for this BF-109. Like I said in the intro, if you can get in a one-on-one scenario with similar altitude, similar speed, this guy's kind of high, but I still think I have a chance against him. Alright, got a hit. Looks like he's leaking coolant or something. Let me try to get some speed back. Again, I'm trying to avoid at all costs of being hit, because And Zero does not take kindly to that thing's 20mm cannons. Alright. Alright, there we go. I think I'm just gonna disengage, to be honest. I don't really want to be going back and forth with that guy when there's targets of opportunity down below. Alright, F8F and that Swedish Mustang I was talking about. Down goes the F8F, and then this should be an easy kill. I think I need a... Oh, that's at 400. I'm not sure. I think I was just missing a lot, you know? Gotta warm up my aim a bit. I think that's that Swedish plane that kind of looks like a Hellcat. It looks like it is. Oh my god, I already ran out of cannon rounds. Oh well. Oh well. I'm fine with an assist, you know? Just gotta get my aim down a bit. I think I'm gonna stick it out and just try to get to the BF-109 with just the MGs. I'm not really trying to fly all the way back to base right now. The match is almost over anyways, just this BF-109 and that B-26 up above. Alright, got a hit. Damn, look at that turn rate though. Oh. Just with the 7.7s. I don't know if my aim is good enough right now that I should be using stealth belts, but I think it's the only way that 7.7s are going to do any sort of meaningful damage. The I-185 absolutely nailed that B-26. And that'll be it for the game. Managed to end with 2 kills, 1 assist, you know, not crazy. But a good game nonetheless. Alright, I'll see y'all on the next one. Alright guys, here we are in game number 2 on the Road to Grozny map. There's a V-25 coming up. I think I actually might go for that. I think he's kind of coming straight to me that I kind of have to go for that. Okay, he wants to go head on. I'm not trying to do that, but I will get some shots out on him and then just loop down and then turn back for him. I think a B-25 gets like 850 cals in the nose. You best believe I'm not trying to deal with that. Maybe fire some of the MGs. Crit him with the MGs. I don't really want to use my 20s at this range. Alright, I critted him. I'll take that. Alright, B-25 went down. P-51 behind me. Alright, there's quite a few of us going after this guy. Ah, missed. Alrighty. Alright, I think I might have to get into this furball. Yeah, 3 up ahead. Alright, now that's a terrible idea. You should never go head on with anything in the 0, but I was feeling kind of ballsy right now. I-185. Hit him. Got tagged by my own guy. IP-51 right there. Okay. Not exactly how I expected to get that kill, but I will take it. BF-109 behind me. I might be able to... Okay, never mind. Oh yeah, I'm turning back now. Oh shoot. Yeah, turn. I did not think that guy was going to be going for me when I turned around. Dang, I don't know. I probably should put some tracers in this belt. Alright, the BF-109 ejected. That plane right there, that French plane, the MB-157, I actually really adore that thing. The flight performance on it is incredible. The only thing is you only get 220 mils, and they only have 60 rounds each, so you really have to make your rounds count. But like, let me tell you, the flight performance on that thing It's like second to none at 3.3, which I think is where it's at. I highly recommend trying that plane if you get the chance. Alright, it looks like my whole team is ganging up on this P-47. I think I will gladly join in on that. If he goes down before I get there, I'll probably try to get that T-18 that I saw over there by the airfield. But it looks like I might actually get a chance at this P-47. I think he wants to go head on with me. Hell no, I'm not going head on with the P-47. Oh no, he's going on with my... Okay, never mind. I kind of felt like going head on with the P-47. That was very idiotic of me. I should be dead 100%. I got greedy trying to get some sneaky shots in, and it didn't pay out. It didn't pay off at all. So like I said at the beginning of the video, the Zero is really easy to play, but just don't make idiotic choices like going head on with P-47s, you know, just don't do what I do. Alright? Play smart, and trust me, you'll have a lot of success in the Zero. Just don't do no stupid head-ons like I just did. Alright, good game though. 2 kills, 1 assist. Same as the first one. Can't complain. Alright guys, here we are on game number 3. I'm not even gonna try to say that map. F4U to the left. SB. And P-51s. I think that F4 is going for my Key 61, so I'm gonna figure out which one of these 4 guys I want to go for. I think it might be that Spitfire that I end up going for. My BF-109 got the SB-2C. Yeah, the Spitfire is very slow right now. I think I have to go for him. He's getting tagged up by my... Ooh, actually, I'm gonna go for this P-47. There we go. Easy kill. And then now I can go for the Spitfire. Just look at that turn though. You cannot do that turn in any other aircraft. And there we go, just like that. 2 kills in probably about 10 seconds. You just can't do that in any other plane. Alrighty, P-51 down below. Alright, I think I'm gonna go for the Spitfire. Have a good old one-on-one with him. I was going for my Finnish friend. Alright, got tagged a bit. Luckily, I think I only got hit by 7.7s and not some 20 mils. Now my main concern when fighting this guy is that my pilot's gonna G-lock. Not really concerned about necessarily getting outturned. There you go, some hits. Oh, I just can't get quite low enough. And fire. There we go. Kind of bad aim on my part, but we got there in the end. Alright, I'm gonna pull back up and try to just get to grasp about everything around me. Alright, F4U up there. That's kind of worrying. And then P-51's down below. Unfortunately, he got my Finnish friend, and he's coming now for me. I could fly back to my airfield, but there's no way I'm outrunning F4. Alright, and then Jink. Oh, these P-51s are coming up. Alright. Let me see if I can nail one of them. Alright, I'm surprised the 7.7 actually killed him. Alright, F4 coming in. Got a Jink. Alright, P-51. And fake. And go left. Got tagged a bit, which isn't great. That thing does have 20s, which is concerning. Alright, F4U diving back down me. I'm really just not able to do much. Constantly turning, constantly being defensive. It's just a matter of time before they nail me. There you go. It's just a matter of time. Not really much I can do when it's a 2-on-1 fight like this. I'm surprised I even managed to get one of them down, but yeah, that's it. 4 kills though. Not too shabby in the 0. You know, just kind of, my team just kind of melted away. That's just how it goes sometimes, you know? Alright guys, I think I'm going to call it right there. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you watched this far, I'm very surprised if you watched this far because I know my videos are not up to standard yet. Hopefully they will be soon. You know, I'm getting better at this every single time, hopefully. But yeah, I want to thank you so much for watching. And if you can, I'd appreciate it if you could drop a comment on what I can improve on, because I know there's a lot, but I'm always down for any type of advice. So yeah, I just want to thank you for watching and take care.